Hello YouTube land. Today we're going to look at, I've recently purchased 3 different lots off of eBay that all had coins that date back to the 1700s. And so 3 different lots. We're going to start with the best coin out of everything that I got here. This is from the Republic of Venetia. If you've never heard of that, that's where Venice is located. It was at one time its own little country of Venetia, and today that is part of Italy. This coin is about $0.50 sized and is dated to 1780. The denomination of the coin does not appear to be written on this anywhere, but it does say Paulo Raniero Duce. And other coins that were produced in 1780 had a very similar design, but were just larger in size. And so this first lot, this was the oldest coin in there, and really the one that I wanted on here. And the book value on this one actually has a higher book value than the one that is dollar sized. In fine condition, this coin's worth $50, and that's more than I paid everything that I'm going to be showing off today. We can debate whether or not that is in fine condition, but for a coin that is not in fine condition, this one is certainly a lot older. We have a coin that is certainly from Italy. This is 2 lira, and Vittorio Emanuele II. This one is dated 1863. Obviously, that is much well worn, especially compared to the last one, but still a need to get a coin of that type. There are some letters written around the edge of that one. Next I have a set of 4 coins from the Vatican City during the reign of Pope Pius XII. This little piece has a date of 1951 written on it. I have no idea if this was actually produced by the Vatican City Mint and sold in a card that's unprotected like this. These 4 coins are just loose, but we have 1, 2, 5, and 10 Lira coins. Turns out I already had 3 of the 4, but I did not have the 10 Lira, so that's one more to add to my collection. Last thing in this first lot, since it's all things that are around Italy, we have from the Republic of San Marino, that is a small country from there. We have this uncirculated set, and it has 8 coins. It appears as if they have redesigned all of their coins every year, and so a lot of the San Marino coins are difficult to come by, but just taking a look at what we have on here, this the one in the corner is certainly the highlight of the set. It's 500 Lira. It looks like it's a lady who is holding a dove ready to let it go. That coin is actually made out of silver. That coin in uncirculated condition is worth about $15. The whole proof set has a book value of about 20. Next up we have this 100 Lira coin. I believe that's several people on a boat. We have this 50 Lira coin up here in the corner, and it looks like a lady holding a sword. For 10 Lira, this person looks like they're wearing kind of a chainmail armor kind of thing. Coming around here to the next corner, we've got the 1 Lira coin, just a lady running through a field. 2 Lira, looks like maybe that's some kind of bird that is got its neck kind of crooked under. The 5 Lira coin in this bottom corner, and then finally, kind of weird that they have kind of a brass coin in there with it, but it's 20 Lira. It's a coin celebrating the current generation, supporting both the old generation and teaching the young generation how to go. So support of all generations here. And this coin set does have a booklet that is kind of neat to see the logo of the San Marino logo on here. It has a description of, it has pictures and a description of the meaning behind every coin on here, but it is in Italian, and I cannot speak Italian. So for the people who are like me, it does have a once we get to the back, it does have it in English. So I am thankful for that it does have kind of a description as to what is going on in all of these coins. So it's kind of a neat to have a set like that. I normally wouldn't pick up a mint set like this, but I really like the silver coin that was in there, and most of all, I like the Venetian coin that was in there. So purchase number 2. These are some more back to the old coins again. A lot of these are going to be very difficult to see what's even on there. Worse when I bump into the camera. If you can't see it, it has the letters ZEE in the middle, LAN, and in the bottom DIA, dated 1765. That is Zeelandia, or Zeeland. This was a small country that became part of the Netherlands eventually. And so this is a 1 Duit coin, excuse me, dated 1765. Next up, we have a Victorian era halfpenny. A lot of these coins are in bad shape, which is kind of what you would expect them to be for coins that are so old. I couldn't even tell the date off of this one. So, but Queen Victoria in the young pose right there. So we're talking late 1830s to about the 1860s, somewhere like that. Next up, we have a country that became part of Germany, dated 1794. This is 1/4 of a Stuber. And it is from a country that was called Julich-Berg. So certainly an interesting pickup on that. The 4th coin from this lot is probably has been cleaned if it has the coppery color to them, but this is from Austria, dated 1800. This is Franz II. This material is made out of Billon. You don't hear of coins made out of that anymore. Billon is mostly copper or other base metals mixed with a tiny percentage of silver. Usually they don't even recall how much of silver is put in a coin like this. There is a 2-headed eagle in the back with the number 1 in a circle in the middle of the eagle. So this is 1 Kreuzer from Austria, dated 1800. This lot also came with one more coin, and I just could not figure it out. On this side, it has a shield with 4 different sections on it. This side also had four different shields, 1 in each corner on it. And I saw some German states that could have been something like this, but not quite sure. It almost looks like the letters PET for pet right there and PRIN right there. And all of my searches, I could just not figure out what that one was. That was lot number 2. It was an older guy who wrote me a note. Heinz said that I have been collecting for 63 years and I have need to dispose of them. Thank you for your purchase. Next up, 3rd lot that I purchased, and we have 10 different coins in this 3rd lot. Here we have on the left, we have from King George V, we have 1 farthing. And as I drop it out of the container here, this is dated 1932. So we've got the Britannica lady sitting in a chair holding a flag. I already had that coin, but this was one of my favorites of this lot. This is from French Indochina, and so these are countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, and that area back when they were French controlled. So they're going to have both French and their native language on here. This is 1 centime. Mentions here 10 grams, so that is quite a large copper coin. This coin is dated 1887. And so this has more of the Republic Française look to it. Next up, we're going to start with this side right here. This is an ancient coin So well worn, I'm never going to be able to figure out what that one is, I don't believe, unless I just happen to stumble across it. But it's quite a thick coin, and does look like someone attempted to clean at one point. The other side, a little bit better. I actually figured out what this one was. This is, on this side, we see 1/2 over the letter K. And on this side, I could tell that it is from Austria. I happen to just find this one in some of my guidebooks. We have Maria Theresa, who was the queen in this coin, which is dated 1785. Rough shape, but still kind of a fascinating coin. Next up, we have a coin that almost seems out of place. This is Malaya. That is a country that is now part of Malaysia, dated 1940. On this side, the kind of the well-worn side, we have George VI, I believe. Next up was another. I don't believe I was ever able to figure out this one either. Looks like one Pfennig FRE Kreuzer. And when I flip it over, we have a design of kind of an oval shape with a king, with a lion inside of the oval, a crown on top of it, and the lion appears to have two different tails on it. And the closest thing I could find was a country that became part of Germany called Pfalz, Pfalz, that appeared to have that design, but I could not find the specific coin in any of my books. Next up, we're going to have one more coin that I cannot identify. A lot of these Arabic coins, there are just, if you don't know what Arabic is, you don't know any of the Arabic words, it's going to be so difficult to determine a coin like that one. So I gave it a shot, but I couldn't figure out anything on it. Next coin I could figure out, this one is from Spain, dated 1818. A larger copper coin. 8 Maravedis is the coin they had back then. Have King Ferdinand VII. So that's going to be, I think, King Fernandez, I believe. Coming around the other side, this coin is dated 1818. And I like these old Spanish coins that the design they have in the back. They have it's kind of separated into 4 different segments. 2 of the segments have castles. 2 of the segments have lions on them. So this one is dated 1818 with the date right here and a mint mark or mint master initial. I believe that's an I written right here. Okay, next up in these older coins, we have a country that became part of China. Here it is the province of Guangdong. This is 10 cash, and this is a relatively easy coin to find, although it comes in perhaps 20 different variations where they made minor changes to the coin. But this coin is going to be dated about early 1900s, probably the first decade of the 1900s, in that 10 cash coin. And then the final coin here is probably the oldest one that that I have out of everything we're looking at today. This is, I'm only able to figure it out because of a couple things I could see on here. It does have Liard written across the top. That is actually a denomination called, I guess it's pronounced Liard de France. Has the 3 fleur de, whatever they're called, the French symbol here on the back, and on this side we have the King of France at the time. So couldn't read the date on this one, but it's dated back to 1693. So that is most of the coins that we're looking at today. This one is in horrible shape, but if it was not in horrible shape, it would have cost $50, and I would not have been able to get any of the rest of these coins. So always interesting to find coins, even in poor condition. Just it was kind of fun to spend a couple hours to figure out what each of the coins were in these collections that I've purchased. So 3 different eBay purchases that were over 225 years old had some coin that old. Each one had a coin that was at least 1780 or older on here. So if you like this video, make sure that you double strike the like button and the subscribe button. Let me know what you want to see with world coins, baseball cards. I have videos where I go around the Nashville area and make videos or slideshows. Open up baseball cards, postcards, stamps, things like that. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.